Hello everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back to my channel. So I am coming on to share a project and then also do a process video on another project that is similar to this. So in the last video I shared a Halloween paper pad, a recent hot buy that I picked up from Michael's, and it is Pinkaboo, and as you can see it is in shades of pinks and purples and pastels, and it is called Pinkaboo. I recently picked it up at Michael's, which was actually my last haul video, and I will, or it was actually the last video, but I'll link that video in the description box below. It's like 3 minutes where I show a flip through of that paper pad, and I know other folks are sharing it as well. And I also picked up some of the Halloween Tim Holtz paper dolls and some of this glitter, and I was just inspired and excited. I know it's not Halloween quite yet, but anyways, this is the project that I went ahead and created. I might have gone a little bit overboard with the glitter, but it is just so fun, and I kind of love how this turned out. So I cut this pink paper and also this skull paper in a 4x6, and I rounded the corners, and then I went ahead and distressed the edges here with some black ink. I have a punch here from EK Success. I got this at Tuesday morning a while back, and it was really showing a baby card, but when I saw the moon and the stars, I was thinking Halloween when I picked up that punch. So on this card I have used some black tulle in the background, a little scrap of ribbon on the side. I've used a whole lot of that glitter, used the sun and the moon and the stars on the purple glitter paper. I've added a little bit of ribbon and a button detail, a big chat word that is magic, and then a purple flower, and these come from Hobby Lobby. So this was really quite simple to make, so I wanted to come on and create another one. So here is a 4x6 card that I've already created. Now my skulls on the back are going to be upside down, and I don't know how I'm going to end up using this card, but they're going to be upside down because when I put this together originally, I was thinking of having the ombre on the bottom, but then I've decided I like the ombre on the top so you can see more of it, as you can see here. So here I'm going to use another one of these Tim Holtz paper dolls, and I think she is really fun in her clown costume. So I thought, since she's kind of mostly white, where she's kind of dark on the background here, I think I am decided to use some pink tulle instead of the black, and this is some tulle I got a while back at Hobby Lobby, and it's got these kind of I guess like glittery polka dots in it as opposed to this shiny black one. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by adding some ink. So I've just got some black archival ink here, and I've got a sponge, and I am just going to go ahead and add some distressing black ink just to darken up those edges. I have rounded the corners, and as I said, I put these two pieces of paper just to give it a little more stability. So there we go, and I'm going to keep the darker ombre on the top. Oh, and you know what? I think I'm going to add a little bit of ink to her as well. So I'm just, again, just using some black dye ink. If you've got the distress ink and the black soot, I don't have that, but that would be kind of awesome. And look, the sponge is kind of coming apart a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of that dust that is coming off of my sponge. All right, so let's see, where did I put my tool? There we go. I was going to say I just dropped it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take some of this tulle, and let's see. I think this edge is a little bit straighter. Let's do this side right here. And I am going to put her right about in the center a little bit, I think. So I've got room for the sun. I keep saying the sun, the moon and the stars, and I think this here looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this tool to about the size I want, and I'm going to go ahead and glue it on. Maybe I should have glued first and then did the trimming. All right, we're gonna have to clean up our edges, but that is okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use some Fabri-Tac, since I am using more of a fabric. And let's see, I'm gonna start right about here. And I don't want this too heavy, but I definitely want my fabric to stick down. And I really like the polka dots here that kind of go with her clown costume. I think that's kind of fun. And you know what? I was going to trim up these sides, but I don't mind that they're a little bit off the edge. All right. And then I think, I almost wonder if I'm going to pop her up. No, I think I popped up this one, but I think I might end up leaving her down. I think I will see. And I've got a little piece of black. This was the edge off of a ribbon that I ended up cutting off some extra. So I'm going to go ahead and make a little ruffle down the side here. And these are just basically little scrap pieces of fabric that I'm adding on here. I kind of wanted I like that these are, you know, kind of clear fabrics that you can see. They're not real heavy looking. And I am not kind of gluing this down. I'm kind of giving it a little texture and kind of letting it ruffle and not lie flat. I'm going to go ahead and trim this bit off right there. All right. And then I did cut out my moon and stars in a purple glitter, but I think since she is lighter, I decided to go ahead and do it in black just to make that pop a little more. So these other two stars are pretty small. All right, and I've got some art glitter glue here somewhere. Then I'm going to go ahead and put these in place. I bought a bunch of glitter paper at Michael's the other night as well. I didn't buy any black because I had some, but they had it on sale, 7 for $10. So I got some really lovely colors and pinks and purples as well that I thought would complement this paper pad. All right, this is a smaller star. I think this girl here is a little scarier. Here, I don't think she's really scary, even though she's using got a little clown outfit on. I thought she was kind of cute. And this other star here is really, really tiny. I almost need my little jewel picker for that one. And then I have a larger star. I'm not sure why it's doing way over here. I really don't mean to have that smaller star sticking way up there. There we go. Scooch it down. All right, and let's put this larger star right about here. I've been seeing folks start to do more fall projects and start to put together some Halloween collaborations, so I guess really it's not that early. Okay, so my question is, do I want to pop her up? And then I was playing with different flowers, but I decided I liked this purple one best, and maybe because it's kind of clear. Yeah, I think I will go ahead and pop her up on some foam tape. So let's see. Let's cover the back of her. I was going to do this. If I had thought to do this earlier, I would have went ahead and did this part earlier. But, okay. And I really wasn't even sure I was going to do Halloween projects. I really wasn't, I don't know, not necessarily feeling it, but this paper really went ahead and inspired me. So I was kind of excited about this. I pulled a book off a shelf too. I think I'll have to see how much time I have, but I'm thinking about maybe making an altered book. So for Halloween, I think I've made one before for a swap, but not one for myself. And I still haven't entirely decided if I'm going to keep it for myself or not. So, all right, I think that's good on the foam tape. So we're going to go ahead, peel off our backing. And I'm really loving this glitter. This one won't be as glittery as that one, but I think I want to do it around the edges just to give it some nice pop. Okay, let's bring our card down here. Oh yeah, I think I'm glad I popped her up. Okay, we're going to put her right about here. Fun. And then I've got this purple flower that I'm going to go ahead and add some Fabri-Tac to give us some nice, excuse me, pardon me, just give some good hold here. So let's hold this down for a minute. And I think I'm going to end this with some glitter. And, okay, let's hold this for another moment. And I went ahead and, you know, this art glitter glue is art glitter glue, which is the first time I've ever actually used it for glitter. How fun is that? You know, I don't know if maybe I should have put this flower on last, but I want it to have a good hold. All right, so I haven't quite figured out, like her, I just glittered her up all over the place. And with this one, I actually thought, I really like the magical quality that this glitter gives. So I grabbed a coffee filter because earlier I was getting glitter everywhere. So I think I'm gonna start off by putting some glitter randomly here and there around the edges. And maybe around these corners. And I think I'm gonna do it on these parts of this ribbon, and then we'll come in and see. I think I'm not going to have any up there. All right, before this glue dries, let's go ahead and play with our glitter. And yeah, we're going to set this flower aside and come back and put that on again at the last. So, all right, let's open up our glitter and let us glitter. And glitter is not something I normally play with because I just find it too messy. But when I saw this, it just looked magical. And I just really felt like it would complement this paper a lot. So if I can keep the glitter corralled into this coffee filter, that would be awesome. And it had a good hold as well, so I went ahead and tapped the back as much as I possibly could. Oh, I'm liking this. All right, let us tap. Oh, I am liking this now. It is sticking some places that I don't want it to. Remember the place where I said, oh, I don't want it? And I'm just gonna push this down into here and then flake it off as best I can, letting it dry a little bit as well. Okay. Uh-oh. So you gotta let it dry before you take too much of it off. This is kind of a clunky process video, and the glitter is going everywhere, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to fire up the handheld vacuum. All right. I'm wondering, do I want to put some, so here I've got a little bit in some of these areas over here. Maybe I'm going to put a little bit here, and that flower is going to be down there, so I'm going to kind of smush some right in there. It's mostly, I think, pinks and purples and silvers. Okay, I'm gonna come back in and add our flower back. Oh, but before I do that, I also do want to add a word, and I saw a word pretend on here earlier. Here it is. So I'm going to add one of these Tim Holtz words. I'm going to take my black ink and just put it around the edges a little bit where it shows white. And this is our word pretend. Let's see. It's kind of wide, so I'm going to cut off this little bit of extra, because originally I think I was going to have her a little bit over further. All right, I can see those white ends again. All right, do we want this right about here? Yeah, I think that's good, or do I want it lower? Nope, I think we're going to put it back up there, so I'm going to add a little bit of glue so our word holds on. I knew I was going to make a big mess with this glitter, but what are you going to do? Okay. And it's great. You can just tap, tap, tap. All right. Let's try to get my flower to hold on. Maybe I'm going to try the art glitter this time and get that one to hold. I always feel like the Fabri-Tac, when it comes to these kinds of things, is a little better, but I think... I don't know if that really matters on this, adding a little black ink to it. Okay, I'm going to hold this here for a second. And on this one here, I used this little tab up there, but I think on this one, I'm not going to add that. Okay, I think we have a project. So I'm going to pick up this piece of paper, and I'm going to go ahead and knock off our extra glitter. Still got a little bit of glitter here. So here is our original project. And then here is the one we just made. I think those are really, really cute. So thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Let me know how you're liking these pastel Halloween colors as well. I think it is just fun and awesome. So thank you again, and until next time.